We're ready.
All right.
Go ahead.
I don't have a particular any agenda items. I just had a couple of questions. And I'm not sure, Jim, if we need to look at the service plan or not today, but were there any particulars for the March 9th meeting, Jim, during the conference?
Sorry, I'm just trying to think if there's anything specific that the Board Development Committee needs to be prepared for. I don't think so.
Okay.
The meeting will be fairly short because it's just going to be within a conference session.
Right.
So we won't have a ton of time to talk about things, but we will have a little bit of time for committees to give any kind of updates that they want to give. So if there's anything that the Board Development Committee specifically wants to give an update on, and I don't think we've sent out the annual plan document yet. I don't think so. I don't know that you all have that.
Okay.
And I don't know that you all would have necessarily done a whole lot anyway, because that plan was kicked in last month. So I don't think you all have met since I don't think this committee's met since the retreat. So anyway, I don't think there's a whole lot that would have been done on the annual plan. The couple other things for the committee to be thinking about. One is, it's never too late, or it's never too early to be thinking about what you all want to do for the next retreat. Like, kind of, especially the location where you might want it to be, because that often impacts who can attend in person. And the earlier we can let people know that, the easier it is for them to make plans for that.
Right.
So I'd say that would be one thing that you could potentially talk a little bit about. And we don't have any updates on appointments. So we still have some outstanding appointments from the class of 24 and the class of 25. Some mostly reappointments, and then we've got I think 1 or 2 vacant seats that still need to be filled, but we don't have any updates on that.
Now, the 2 vacancies, are they the ones that have already gone to the governor or not? We need to work.
No, yeah. So the recommendations that the committee did from the retreat, those have already been sent.
I got you.
So those got sent before the end of last year, and like I said, we don't have any updates. So I'm trying to open up my my tracking document to see which. So one of them is the youth position on the commission, and that has been vacant for some time. The previous youth aged out a couple years ago, and then we haven't gotten that spot filled yet. And then the other vacant spot is for the local government slot that was previously held by Anderson County Mayor Terry Frank.
Right.
And so I think you all probably remember, another county mayor was interested, and so we've sent that name for consideration along with the folks who wanted to be reappointed.
Okay. So on our part, we're good. We're just waiting on the governor's office.
Right. Yeah, right.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we sent a list, didn't we? I mean, like, there were a number of applicants and we put them in order, and then we had one designated as youth and whatever, the best I remember. When we did.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've sent, so the new process is that I don't submit directly to the governor's office. I submit to the Department of Finance and Administration, and then
Oh,
they
yeah,
review
okay,
it,
sorry.
and then they submit it to the governor's office. And that was all done back in either November or December.
Yeah.
Well, it would, probably would, it was, if it was November, it would have been after the retreat, obviously, because
Okay.
you all would have given
Right.
recommendations for who you recommended to fill the various slots. But yes, that list of who you all recommended is what was submitted to Finance and Administration, and then they submitted that package to the governor's office.
Okay. All right. The retreat. So we know last year it was in Middle Tennessee, so Murfreesboro in particular. So do we want to go east or west, guys?
I have a couple questions.
Yes.
Well, I have a couple things I'd like to submit for the agenda, which I didn't do ahead of time because I had this on my calendar, but I never received a link or anything. I don't know if there's something wrong with my computer or what, but anyway, a couple things. Number one, I wonder if at our commission meeting at the conference, if we should ask people, try to get, that's just coming up in, a couple weeks. And so if we could ask people, kind of do a discussion there, because I really would love for us to have it somewhere else besides Middle Tennessee. I
Right.
think we kind of agreed on that last time. However, when it got down to it, more people could come in person if we came to Middle Tennessee. And we decided that we would do that to try to get more people in person. If we can announce it early enough and people can get the time off and we can do that, is there a preference for East Tennessee or West Tennessee is my question. And does it make a difference if we do it, for example, in Jackson as opposed to Memphis? I think Memphis is where we have a lot going on. So that's just my question.
Comments?
I think that's a great idea, Betty, to bring it up because the meeting is coming up just in a couple weeks. And there won't be time to get into a lengthy discussion about it, but certainly just to do kind of a straw poll to see what people think.
Okay.
And just for a quick summary of where they've been held. So this past year, obviously, was Murfreesboro. Then in 24, it was in Clarksville. And then the year before that, Knoxville. And then the year before that, it was back in Middle Tennessee in Franklin. And then we had 2 years of COVID where we did virtual. And then right before COVID, we did it in Jackson and then Knoxville again and Chattanooga and Murfreesboro. So out of all the regions, the West has been the least visited for the retreat over the last 5, 6, 7 years or so. I mean, that doesn't mean that's where it has to be, but in terms of where we've been the least, it certainly has been West Tennessee.
Do we have any commission members right now from Jackson? I know when we went to Jackson, we had what's his name? I just went blank.
Kane Reeves.
Yeah, Kane was from there, so that was great to help coordinate.
Yeah, so we don't have anybody who is in
Jackson.
Jackson.
We have Andrea in Memphis.
She and Lee Moten are both in Memphis. So we do have we've got a couple people in Memphis. Yeah, that's really it in terms of West Tennessee is the 2 folks in Memphis.
So I like Betty's idea of bringing it before the commissioners. And like Jim said, we won't have a lot of time to talk about it.
Gotcha.
But to at least bring it before them when we meet next month. And I agree that we should try to hit all the regions if at all possible. And West has been overlooked. So maybe we can guide them toward that, or we can just fully take what they say. If everyone says, or the majority says Middle Tennessee, then we have to take that into account as well. Hey, I wanted to circle back on the upcoming conference, Jim. Do we, and I may have missed it, it might be simply me missing it. Have we received instructions about what we're going to do as far as volunteering?
No, I don't think so.
I don't.
I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know that Candace has sent that out yet.
Okay. Okay.
But she will be soon in terms of doing the assignments for the different folks who said they want to volunteer. That's what you're talking about, right? Not the service project at the
Yes.
conference, but
Yes.
your role as a volunteer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when I think the last time we had to get there early, or I didn't know where to go. And I know that we're going to be spread farther than we were in previous years. Because aren't we doing 2 days? Aren't we doing volunteering 2 sessions? No, we're only volunteering 1.
Yeah, we're doing, so the Governor's Volunteer Stars Awards will be on Sunday and the conference will be on Monday.
Okay.
Instead of Monday, Tuesday. So it'll just be 1 day for the conference and 1 day for the Governor's Volunteer Stars Awards. There are a couple other things that are happening on Sunday, but primarily that's the Corporate Social Purpose Network is doing something
doing
on
that.
Sunday.
I thought I had volunteered for 2 days. Maybe I didn't.
Well, you may have volunteered for Sunday and Monday. So for the Governor's Volunteer Stars Awards and then the conference on Monday, that's entirely possible. I'll check in with Candace and ask her when she plans to send out those instructions. So and then I'll ask her to send it out to the commission members.
And I know
Yvonne,
that,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, you might
I
have,
know the last time they had us like spread out around the place. I didn't know if we were still doing that or if we were going to have a commissioner's table.
Oh, you mean for the Governor's Volunteer Stars Awards? Yeah, so for the actual dinner, we typically kind of spread out the commissioners a little bit so that they can kind of mix and mingle with the honorees. If you all think we should do that differently, we can certainly look at that. It also, to be honest, it helps us fill, like if we've got a table of 9 and we need one more person to fill that table, it helps us to be able to fill tables so that we don't have a whole bunch of gaps. So yeah, we'll probably just spread people out amongst the crowd.
Okay, thank you.
Betty, you said you had 2 items. You had another item.
well, and it kind of piggybacks on that one a little bit. Well, my other item is, I wondered if we could have just like an index card or something, and I'm happy to bring these. I'm not thinking of the staff or anyone doing anything formal, but I wondered if we could, during that meeting, ask people to update their information for the website. Because I know that my information isn't accurate anymore. It's close, but I know there are things on there that I'm not doing that I feel like, oh, if someone in that organization says, oh, she's not, and those are people I reach out to and say, come to the conference or look at Volunteer Tennessee. So I just wondered if we could just, and I was thinking about that also, maybe even for the survey, if we could have a little card that said, or a Post-it note or anything that just said, for the retreat, my preferences are, and just let people check 1, 2, or 3. And kind of like what Jim does on the survey, but I know sometimes people think, oh, I'll do the survey later. I'll look at my time frame later. We know how that goes. And if while we have people captive there, if they could just give their inclination at that time on that, and if we could gather information on each of our commissioners for the webpage.
Will the index card be sufficient, or do we need to do like a one pager, if you want that and their preference for the conference.
Well, I was thinking this be two different things, actually.
Okay. I got you.
But what do y'all think? I mean, that's just my thought. Like we could pass out or have index cards on the table easily and just ask everyone to put their name on it and to put their current, membership on the board, any role they have on the board, any, what team they might be chairing or office, and then their volunteer opportunities or a little one sentence bio. Just make it kind of short and sweet so they're consistent and we have that for everyone that is updated.
I like that, especially doing it in person. You get them, they don't have an excuse to be like, oh, I'll look at Jim's survey later, or I'll get to that later. You'll have them right then.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Yes.
Do you want me to get index cards? I'm happy to do that. I probably have a stack already that I can just bring.
And if you don't, I know I do. Without having to buy any.
I know from those days, yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, Greg or I will bring index cards for that. And then also, how about the survey about the retreat? Do we want to try to do something and have that?
I think just a show of hands, for middle, west, or east, maybe be sufficient, or you want to do something more extensive?
I mean, I like having a commitment. I like having it on paper so that it's like,
Okay.
and people don't have to put their names. I don't care, but where they write down. And so then later we say, well, look, we can look at it and go, well, I mean, we can do by hands
Or
because
you
we'll
wanna
have the
do it on
same
the-
numbers, but I would kind of like I like what Jim does of, I will come no matter where it is. Or I can come in person only if it is here. Or I will come in person if it is, I don't know. And I don't know if we want to list places, like if we want to try to do not east, west, and middle, but if we want to try to do Knoxville, I don't know if we can do Jackson. I mean, I think we could, even if we don't have anybody there. But maybe that's too much to do. I mean, I don't mind going there and talking to people if we need to do that in person. I actually go through there periodically anyway to go to Memphis. I've got family in Memphis, so
So just list the city: Nashville,
I don't know what do you think they are? Whatever the committee thinks they
I'd
are.
say Jackson/Memphis. I don't know.
I like Jackson. I think you'll get more Middle Tennessee people
Right. Okay.
to commit to Jackson, even though I love Memphis and Memphis has been forgotten, I feel. Maybe if we can sort of ease them into Jackson,
Okay.
maybe in a year or two, they'll want to do Memphis. I like doing Knoxville or have we done Chattanooga, Jim? You probably said it.
It's been a while.
Or how,
Yeah.
I don't know how I want to palatable Chattanooga versus Knoxville. I like putting the cities so they don't have any type of, just put the cities on there. Jackson area. You can even say Jackson area, Knoxville area, Middle Tennessee area, because that will cover Murfreesboro, Clarksville, all Franklin, all around there. If you say Middle Tennessee area. What, Jim? What about Chattanooga? I don't know how do you feel about Chattanooga?
Yeah, the last time we did Chattanooga was in 2017, so it's been a while since we
Yeah.
did Chattanooga.
Does everyone like putting I like putting the city and the area so they kind of know that. And then just saying Middle Tennessee because it covers so much. What do y'all think?
I said we're gonna put the cities. Put Nashville, Knoxville, Jackson, Chattanooga.
Nashville, Knoxville,
Knoxville,
Jackson,
Jackson,
Chattanooga. Yeah.
Because we had a good experience in Knoxville. I mean, in Chattanooga and Jackson. I mean,
I agree. And even in Knoxville, yeah.
those. Yeah.
I'll go anywhere, you know me.
All right. So we're
And
gonna
I
list the
can,
cities.
so yeah.
Will that work for everybody? Nashville, Knoxville, Jackson, Chattanooga? That kind of reins it in a little bit.
Mhm.
Do we want to do this, Betty, on the back of the index cards and just have one thing you're handling?
No, I want to do it separately. Well,
Okay.
because I would like to be able I think we need to have the survey about the
Okay.
retreat, and I think that whoever updates the web page is going to need to have that.
Okay.
I
Well,
think it's going to need to go to separate people.
do 2 index cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Each
will
person
bring
will have
index
2
cards, and
index
I will bring
cards.
2 different ones so they're not confused. I'll either
Okay.
have colored for us or them, whatever. I'll do it.
Hey, I'll
Okay.
bring green. I have some green ones. I have lots of green. I'll
Okay,
bring
Greg
green.
will bring green, and I will not bring green. I've
Yeah.
got, I think, an assortment of purple, pink, green, blue,
I'll
whatever.
check those out right now.
Okay, you do
How many-
green, I'll do others. Okay.
Okay. How many commission members we have, Jim? Right now?
So we've got, uh, counting the ex officio.
Sure.
We want them to
So-
come.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, so we've got currently serving we have 32
Okay.
total.
Okay.
I think that's right.
And we know some will be doing this virtually, but we'll
Sure.
divide them up and get their information.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
we'll get them to send it to us. Maybe this committee could each take 1 or 2 if they don't send it, so Jim doesn't have to
Oh.
keep badgering them.
I'll take those out right now, Betty, and so I won't
Okay.
forget 'em.
Thank you. I have to go to another room, so I won't leave you all yet.
So that takes care of the retreats. Uh, appointments we've talked about. And Candace, you're gonna talk to her about sending out our volunteer assignments. Okay,
Yeah, I've already sent her an email asking her
Okay.
about that.
all right. Is there anything else we need to consider today? I like that we're getting a head start on the retreat.
Me too.
Lizette, you're on mute. You were saying something.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Looks like maybe she froze now. Lizette, if you can still hear us, if you can use the chat, you can
Yeah.
throw a question in the chat. Looks like we may have lost her.
Ah. Still can't hear you.
Is that if Jim mentioned using the chat feature, that should be available to you.
I think she's saying she can't find the chat.
Yeah.
I don't have an option for chat. I only have an option for participants.
There's one says notes, but I don't know if that goes to everybody. At the bottom of my screen, that says notes. Over to the right.
Far right. Oh, mine's on the right, down at the very bottom. There
Yeah,
are
far right.
lines.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and now it's typing what I'm saying.
Yeah, I have that, but it's transcription. I don't have an option for chat.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, sorry. we're still trying to figure out the WebEx webinar, and it is, as you can tell, is significantly different than Microsoft Teams. And we don't quite have a. I'm not sure why, because the chat feature doesn't show up for me either.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Maybe she can send the email later to everybody just to give her thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and if the notes is available, I'm not sure if that will show up to
She was
everyone,
now
or if that's just.
that's what I based it off of, was that 30 pounds. So she may not need that much food. It sounds like you're doing perfect eating who you are. So I would just keep doing what you're doing and
Somebody
maybe
else,
you
I
ask
think.
that what they think you should be doing.
Tracy, we can hear your background. Yeah.
I see a question that says, "Does this work?"
I went to the left side where their little dots are, and I went to the whiteboard. So I thought that if someone needed to ask something, they could put it on a whiteboard. I was just trying different things.
You went to captions? Show. Is that what
Okay,
you-
I went down. You see those three dots?
to the right.
You've got mute, stop video, share, and then there are three little dots.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Lizette just went to the whiteboard too. I see her now. So if you click on that, you have a whiteboard, and then you can go to the pen and you can write something.
So feel free to email me your question too, and I can address it too.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to go to the pen tool to write on the whiteboard.
Tracy, you just came on. You have anything you need to bring to our attention? Okay. I will send out a little summary of our discussion today, so to everybody. So hopefully that'll help. Okay, that's all I have. Jim, Anthony, you have anything?
I think so. It's a
Okay.
great meeting, and look forward to seeing all of you either
Sure.
in person or virtually in a couple weeks.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody.
We can